25 laps the distance here tonight for the Billstein Mod Lights, presented by Ignite Fuels feature event. So 25 laps the distance here tonight. One to go from a starter stand. A green flag is set to fly this next time for the little 4 cylinders of Fury. 1,000 cc's, 1,325 pounds as the drivers crack their knuckles, roll their shoulders, and get ready to cut them loose. So we will have the equivalent of poking a hornet's nest here momentarily. You can see him tightening up down the back straightaway. Josh May, former national champ, down the inside. Jamie Crutchfield to the outside. The 18C cars. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to drop the hammer. Woo, look out, little shot in the shorts right there for the 862 car, Mitch Ward. He was a little slow on the take as we're 4 wide back in the field down the back straightaway. That is a conglomeration into turn number 3. There's no doubt about it. Plenty of cars, plenty of real estate as it is racy out here for these little bad boys. And that is a beautiful sight out of turn number 4 and down the front chute. Into the corner, Josh May's got himself on the point right now. Here comes the number 18C car, Jamie Crutchfield. Crutchfield quick this weekend as well, searching around the top shelf. Almost had her into the wall on the back straightaways. That run out of turn number 2, that long sweeping back chute is definitely a challenge for a lot of these racers. As we're still 2 and 3 wide through the field, a glorious run right now as Crutchfield finds himself in a bit of a tussle. Sterling Miller down the inside, 5J car able to run it deep into the corners, takes the number 2 spot away. As the 18C car, Crutchfield shuffle back 1 spot. Behind, here comes the 34, Ross White. Ross said, I'm going to put on a show for you right now. Showtime's, look out! Blast to the past right there. We got one around. The 95 car, Andy Shirley, got a whole tail feather full of Jason Dye. As Dye's application of persuasion went awry down to turn number 2. And Dye finds himself stopped down on the inside. Dye also a former regional champ, or actually a defending regional champ, I should say, going into the 2016 season. It's our first caution, this 25-lap feature event. Josh May on the point right now. Quickest car on the racetrack, a 17:090 lap time for Josh May up front in the 99. He's got that clean air around him. He can really let her roam. As the 99 car sets the pace down the back straightaway, everybody should tighten up behind. Now, last night, we saw a little brake check and Caterpillar action during one of the starts there. We stacked them up on the back straightaway. We'll try not to do that here tonight. So we got a very fast race car at the back. Andy Shirley, going to be fun to watch him work through the field. They are right on the back bumper. May kicks her loose out. Turn number 4. Once again, we're underway. Green flag's out. We're looking to go 3 wide for the number 3 spot down turn number 1 to 2. White working the top shelf. Gets to the outside of Jamie Crutchfield. Crutchfield shuffle back, and here comes Ross White. As Ross elbows up down the back chute. Grins her into number 3 and 4 and onto the front straightaway. Looking around the outside. He goes to the number 2 spot. He is on a roll right now. That baby is lit up like he lit a fuse in that thing. Rocket ship down the back straightaway in hot pursuit of Josh May up front. White's going to have his work cut out for him. Battle for the number 1 spot if he gets there in time. 95 car, just keep your breast of that situation. Andy Shirley starting to work his way from the tail of the field. Has got a couple of them picked off. As does the number 18 car. Ryan Baker starting to come up to speed here in these latter stages. Well, early stages, I should say. Still 20 laps yet to go. 5 laps scored into books as we're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Mid-pack in the field. 44 car looking down on the inside. Here comes Bill Lewis now. Purple People Eater had a good run in turn number 3 and 4. Slammed on the brakes and couldn't get back on the gas quick enough, however, to pick off the 862 of Mitch Ward. And Ward able to keep him shuffled back there in that number 7 spot. As your race leader up front, Josh May across for lap number next. The 34 car, Ross White, still in hot pursuit, working a cushion, top shelf on the racetrack. Has a sexy beast he's driving out there right now, and he has definitely got a car to run with Josh May. Both of them turning almost identical lap times around the racetrack. So we'll roll onto the front straightaway, starting to separate from 3rd position, which is the 5J car of Sterling Miller. 4th right now is the 1 car of James Hill. Hill, who had started 11th on the field, able to work his way inside the top 5. But unfortunately not able to run down the top 2, although there's plenty of racing yet to do. 47 car just behind it rolls. Zed Griggs rounds out your top 5. Down the corner in the 862 car, Mitch Ward's rowing for all he's worth. From 14th to 6th and maybe 5th before this baby's all said and done. So he's within about 4 car lengths of that position down the back straightaway. As May crossed the stripe on the front straightaway, 15 laps to go. 10 laps scored into books that time by. Still 2 and 3 wide. Tail of the field back here. Rolling down into the corner. They're starting to work around on the racetrack as it is definitely widening out for them. There's a 1 car that's trying to make it happen. Jamie Crutchfield had dropped way back through the field. The 18C car is now starting to gas it up. Found a little quicker line. Unfortunately for him, Sauerman's down on the inside, the number 17 car, as they are locked in a fierce battle down the front chute. As your race leader, Josh May, quickly reeled in. A little bit of lap traffic. It's going to be a factor before she's all said and done. 13 to go that time across. There's 1, 2, and 3 all right there together. Hill, the 4th position, back by just a bit. As caution flag comes out, we got one around down to turn number 4. Now to stack the field back up just before it was going to get interesting. Josh May was a-coming up on lap traffic. So the top 3 definitely class of the field right now. Josh May, Ross White, and Sterling Miller running 1, 2, 3 on the field. Then you got a bit of a gap, about 4 seconds to get back to James Hill. The number 1 car runs into number 4 spot. Ed Griggs has scored 5th right now. Mitch Ward, the 862 car, 6th. Bill Lewis, Casey Campbell, the 1KC car is starting to show up on the scene. I see what's going on. Transponder on the Jeff Teeters car was actually one Casey Campbell was using yesterday, so you're getting a double scoring if you're watching a race monitor. That'll teach me to look down, Ted. So Jeff Teeters 8th on the field right now. Corey Sauerman, Jeremy Isabel, your top 10. Here comes the green flag. Hornets Nest down into the corner, 2 wide. Looking to go 3 wide for the number 2 spot. Here comes Ross White back around the outside. He is definitely able to make that work. So far, I've not seen him tuck it down to the inside of the racetrack. Not sure if he's going to be any good down there or not, but he's going to have to find out sooner or later as Josh May is running a line that is very similar. As White that time swings way high on the racetrack of the number 34 car. Back behind, here comes the 47 car on a march right now. It's got a good run coming out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Ed Griggs has reeled him in up front, although he'll push wide out on the racetrack and allow Teeters to get down the inside and go side by side with Mitch Ward. And that 3-car battle taking place in a battle for the 5th position on the racetrack, and Teeters has now claimed it coming out turn number 2 and down the back chute. Trying to run down those front runners. Teeters, the winner from last night, started back in the number 17 spot, now cracks out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway with the 47 of Griggs down on his inside. Griggs back on the attack, occupying the attention of the 23 car as Teeters back to the top shelf. Rode it to victory last night. We'll see if he's able to run down these top 4s up front. It's still Josh May holding down the point so far, uncontested and unmolested at number 1 spot. He has been the race leader this entire time. As May takes her out 2 and down the back straightaway. Ross White still in hot pursuit, working 2nd on the field. 5 J-car, Sterling Miller still scored 3rd, although he's trailing just a bit right now. Was able to hang with those top 2 in the early part of the race. Now, not so much as we have less than 10 laps to go. 9 remain of this feature event as we got some spinners down turn number 4 and the caution flag comes out. Billstein Mod Lights working under a caution as our sparkly truck comes back out onto the racetrack. Josh May reeled in one more time. 2012 national champ. Looking at the point standings, May currently sitting 3rd in points coming into this final race. So May set to bring the field back to life. 9 laps remain. Well, this Billstein Mod Lights presented by Ignite Fuels feature event. As May watching when he gets on the gas, back end, steps out, hops up on the bars quickly. Side by side for the number 2 spot. Ross White will shrug him off here very soon. Coming out turn number 2, there it is, that power away. He has shown the line to the number 1 of James Hill. Hill's going to try to capitalize on that. As you can see, the number 1 car just a little bit more loose coming down the back straightaway. He's got that sideways attitude to it, like you see how the USAC non-wing sprint cars. As he is on the gas and spinning the tires, almost blew him off of it right there. As here comes Teeters now, 23 car back in that number 5 spot. Had himself in a 3-wide battle with Griggs and Sauerman, the 46 and the 17 car, 47 and 17 car rather, as they are still side by side back behind. Up front, Ross White looking for a run, able to draw alongside, coming out turn number 4. Here's the run down the back straightaway. Ross White looking at the outside. Josh May has got to protect the race lead right now. We'll see if he lets it swing out wide. White looking around the outside, gasses it up, has got some daylight. May will leave the lane for him. And the 99 cars, he'll keep it down on the inside. It'll be 5 to go. This next time by, we'll have 20 laps scored into books, and the top 3 are right there together. Nose to tail, essentially, down turn number 3 and 4 and onto the front straightaway. May starting to open her wide right now. Let her eat down the front chute, trying to open up a little bit of distance between himself and the 2 cars just behind. Sterling Miller running 3rd, and Ross White scored that number 2 spot as everybody else follows along. As Josh May now starting to extend it out a little bit, 4 to go. That time by for May up front. Running back in the number 4 spot, Jeff Teeters, last night's feature event winner, followed by Corey Sauerman. The 17 car cracks into the top 5. Just outside the top 5, James Hill, the number 1, picked up the win on night number 1. Ed Griggs, the 47 car, was up there for a while challenging. His car has definitely gone away on him. It is tightened up. Griggs struggling right now to get around the racetrack. So we got 3 to go. Be twin sticks this next time as Lookout went up onto the apron of the racetrack. The number 1 car shuffled out of there. He'll bring it to a halt. As here comes the twin sticks. He is safely out of the way off the racing surface. He'll just sit right there. And we'll finish this bad boy off. Watch for the white flag the next time. Coming out of the corner for Josh May, who apparently waited in the weeds this entire time, and the caution flag comes out for the 20 car. Was around on the front straightaway. Got engaged there with a little activity. Now set us up. Now it could be a move of desperation. We set ourselves into a green-white checker finish. Little surprise, the 95 car, Andy Shirley wasn't able to get himself further up through the field. To be honest with you, he's currently sitting back there well deep in the field. We'll just go with that option. Thought for sure he'd show up on the scene. That was not the case. As May up front, again, sets the pace down the back straightaway. Ross already looking to the outside. Here comes the green flag. We're underway. He's got a good run. He'll look for the cushion down the corner. Teeters is going to take her to the top shelf. Here comes the 3 cars out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway with Teeters coming on strong in a 23 car. Trying to keep her gassed up into turn number 3. Had to let out of it just a little bit. Miller will slide up and take the lane away from him. White flag comes out up front. Ross White's got a shot at him. Here he comes to the outside. Josh May down the inside. White's got to get a good run out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Road for all he's worth. He's got alongside. Josh May knows he's got company. Watch Ross White down into the corner. Looking for the race lead onto the front straightaway. May holds him off. White will finish out second on the field. So close. So close. 3rd position.
Excellent job, driver. According to scales, that'd be the
So Josh May, the Des Moines, Iowa runner, or Ames, he's out of Iowa. I know that. Former national champ.